Hey guys, it's Sonia Dar, and we're here at NXTA Africa, and we're right before the closing remarks. I'm joined by Tabby Mayabi, co-founder of Galani. So do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and about Galani?
Galani provides enterprise solutions for companies that are in the agricultural space.
Okay.
We take care of every form of value chain that is there, from the point a plant is planted into the ground up to the point of harvest, processing, and up to the marketplace.
Oh, that's amazing. And where are you guys based? Are you based in Kenya or?
No, we're based in Ghana.
Oh, amazing. Are you thinking about expanding, or are you guys starting off in, you're from Ghana originally?
No. I'm actually Kenyan, but based in Ghana. Yeah.
Just trying out the different coasts.
Yeah, we're actually looking at expanding because Africa is quite similar in so many things, but agriculture is highly dynamic. That's why we thought of beginning with Ghana. You already have existing enterprises that help farmers, come in, give farmers farm inputs, give them trainings on quality crop production, give them access to the market. The only problem they face is the data they collect from the farmers to make informed decisions on what to give to the farmers has a lot of paperwork. So we come in and digitize that. We also come in and help them do analytics of their data and link them to farmers and vice versa.
Oh, that's amazing. It streamlines the process, makes them more informed decision making, what they plan or how they're actually going to farm basically for that season.
Yes.
Like that. Amazing. So what have you thought about the conference so far? It's coming to an end, but how were your 2 days here?
They're quite amazing. There's so many things I've learned, especially from the Microsoft tools that exist that we're not using back in our company. And I'm like, oh God, you're building things that already exist. I liked especially the Nanzala tool.
Yeah.
Too bad it's only India and Kenya.
Starting.
Yeah.
So the whole point is for us to learn if there's opportunities like this that we can expand into.
Also, looking on to implement some of the Microsoft Azure toolkit. Yeah, I was just thinking through and seeing there's so much to be done, considering that we deal with enterprise, so we are an enterprise solution supplier. So
That's good. I'm happy to hear that you're getting some of these tools and toolkits, because I know for us, we always want to make sure from Microsoft's side that we're not just coming in saying this is what we've done and leave, but more of like what can we do together and what are these opportunities you're working on that some of our solutions can plug in and vice versa. So that's good to hear that.
But the only feedback I'll give though is it was, okay, for me coming from a tech background, I was flowing with the thing, but those from the creatives, maybe if there was some form of demos to show how they can use your tools.
Okay,
as in
so like
someone
a workshop.
Something of the sort. I'm not talking about a different seminar, but just the same next step, maybe demo or something of the sort that can incorporate them in how they can use their tools. Because I had some saying, oh, how do you use this? And I'm like, you'll figure it out.
Oh, good feedback. And we do have some existing conferences like Build that are to work with developers and see how they can implement our tools, but also kind of just a tutorial. Good feedback. We can see how we can maybe implement that across in different markets.
Yeah, and my other question was, when are you stepping into agriculture?
Oh, when's Microsoft stepping into it?
Yes, because your tools, fine, they're blankets, they cover all sectors, but if you look at the trend right now, the world is more conscious of what they eat, the quality of food production, crop production, so that might be a key thing to consider.
I'll take it back to the people who are way above my pay grade who would make decisions on that, but I definitely know with IoT and Azure, I think they're definitely getting into that space already. So it's just a matter of learning where you guys are and what you're doing, that we can find some of these initial solutions to work on with you. So what's next? What's after this conference? What are you going back to Ghana? Are you guys... what's next?
My next thing, once I land, as I said earlier, is to see how I can incorporate some of your tools, because we've just been doing a lot of work and the existing tools that are helpful to us.
Yeah, so you have some of the resources now, and there'll be some follow-up, it sounds like, after the conference, and we'll be able to hopefully provide some of these toolkits in more meaningful, tangible ways. So.
Yeah.
And then if you had any suggestions also for kind of like next gen, next tech, what would you, besides you're saying the workshops, like what else do you really care about bringing into the conference? Different areas of
maybe
Africa?
That's one thing, is to move to another country, another African country, because the way that country has their own issues in tech, exposes quite a lot. So they'll help inform and shape the event, and you'll also get feedback from that. It will also expose those who are watching live to know what's happening in other countries and to see how their own businesses can scale to those countries by using your tool. So like for me coming here and talking to various people, you already see the existing things that you can incorporate with. They may not be in the same sector, but your eyes get opened, you get to meet amazing people. You also get to meet you guys and get exposed to, there's so much good things. So that's one thing. Move on to make it like a round trip. Keep moving to other countries.
I think that's the grand plan, and the hope is that we can make this more
and then bring in
multi-country.
Since you're tech focused, try to see how you can bring in the creatives or the non-tech and show them how it's so simple to use your tools. I believe it's quite simple, but they don't know because it's being talked in a tech way. They think that, I don't know how to use that. But if they see the actual example, they're like, I don't have to have tech. I can do this
I can
myself.
do this, like a demo, but also like more,
demo.
not layman's terms, but just more non-tech jargon.
Yeah, or even just to bring examples of existing companies that have used your tools that are similar
Case
to them.
studies,
So
like Nanzala and the other ones that have come in and spoken, that was helpful to put it into someone else's journey and see how you can replicate
and also the tech way, because sometimes you get so caught up on showing how simple it is, and there are people who just like the difficult thing.
They just like the difficult
thing? Yeah, like when Scott spoke, you could see some guys like,
Those are the tech people. I think everyone's like that. It was like 8 in the morning, everyone's like, and then he starts speaking, and everyone's like, perky little buddies.
In reality, it's what I'm talking about is when he was talking about his diabetes, the way he was explaining he came down to the level of people, but you could tell there's some tech attached to it, and you could see the techies are like, hey, I can do that, So that's what I was thinking.
Even, did he come for the Women in Tech lunch yesterday?
Yes.
So even like what Tony was saying about this idea of like tech is involved in every aspect of your life, and Donna was saying it as well, of like, even if you're a fashion buyer, you're going to have some integration with tech. So there will be that underlying layer. To always talk about the difficult layer, is why there is more to it than that, multifaceted portions. But when you get to talk about it in hey, this is how it relates to you and this is how it relates to your work, is a lot easier than starting with this is Azure. We can throw it off. That's good feedback as well. So are you super excited though for going back to Ghana, or would you rather just, I wouldn't mind staying around in Kenya a little longer.
I love our weather. It's cool. Ghana is a frying pan.
What?
It's quite hot.
How hot is it there
it's
right now?
humid.
30 or
30 is a normal day.
30 is a normal day?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
25 is what they call cold.
And here has been like what, 25?
25,
This
is normal,
Yeah.
So it's quite humid in Ghana, but the people are friendly, so I'm looking forward to that. And sorry, Kenyans, the food is good.
Ghana
food.
I don't think I've had much of it, but I'm hoping to go. I really want to grab some Ethiopian tonight.
It's spicy though if you don't like pepper.
I like spicy.
But
I'm Indian.
So it's really good. Yeah, good. So, but apart from that, I'm also want to sit back before I go.
You're gonna see what?
I'm saying sit back and see if there are possible partnerships. I'm saying this boldly to your face. For Microsoft. So I'm rubbing it in.
No, it's good.
Galani has to have a logo of Microsoft at the corner.
Oh, little Microsoft before flag.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fantastic. Any other feedback or any other, I guess, what you want to do further down the pipeline with Microsoft? Any dreams that you hope that you're saying that we can kind of bring in some of our technology a little bit easier? But where do you see Galani in like 5 years?
As for us, we'll see. That's okay. There's a lot to think about right now, but in 5 years, first of all, we want to see how we'll digitize, or rather bring tech into the agricultural space without pressuring the people who don't have that technical knowledge or feeling like they're being burdened. So that's what we're seeing right now, to make people come into agriculture not only think of it as a manual process, as a manual process, but something that can change, just to change the mindset of people. That's what we're seeing 5 years from now. Also seeing of implementing trends and partnering with relevant stakeholders like yourself, so as will help us grow and scale and make this a reality.
Awesome. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck at Galani, and thank you for joining me, Tabby. We're about to start with our closing remarks here at NXTA Africa. Back to you guys.